Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In, Volume 2, Part 17. On my crackhead update, they got their checks yesterday and they probably all laid up in a motel somewhere. I don't see none out roaming around. Okay, y'all know what it is. Get your shanks out. Let's get ready to ride. Let's ride, y'all. At the Ramsey unit, they had transferred a few guys over from the Darrington unit, and they had placed one of them in one hole where I worked at. Now, people in one hole had gave this guy a head up on how old Lord is. You never initiate a conversation with him. But he's not no friendly guy. Now, when he's in a talking mood, he might talk to you. But anyway, we was out flat weeding. All the crops was in, so they gonna find something for you to do. That's 12,000 acres. They got plenty of fucking work for you. And had this new guy in the squad with us. He's flat weeding and yes, oh Lord, could he pour it down? That means take a leak. And oh Lord said, pour it down, nigger. After he got through, he said, oh Lord, you know something? He said, I know a whole bunch of things, nigga. That's why I'm the Lord. He said, you treat me way better than I would treat you. Oh Lord looked at him. He said, oh my, you one of them high sedated niggas. He said, I love niggas just like you. He said, you don't know old Lord very well. He said, before the day's over with, nigga, you gonna know me and my Father in heaven. You gonna know every damn body. Go on back to work. Shit, go to moving. Get to moving. Don't stand there and wall out me. Go to work, you ugly son of a bitch. Go to work, you hammerhead fucker. Yeah. He thinking he done got away with it. Water boy come over there to bring old Lord some water. So he told him to bring him an axe hammer off the waterway. He brought him an axe hammer. That horse tipped up behind him. Old Lord cracked him upside his head with that damn axe hammer. I'm talking blood went everywhere. He said, oh, nigga, you want to tell me fuck you in nigger talk. He said, that's what you were saying in nigger language. That's what you mean, fuck the Lord. You don't give a damn about me. Man, go to work. He trying to make him work. This dude bleeding. He try to pick up his work tool to work. He just collapsed and just fall out. Head busted open like a watermelon. So the field major, Red Rider, he ride over. He see the dude is hurt real bad, so he called a truck to pick him up, take him in. We ain't never seen him after that. He never came back to Ramsey. I don't know what the hell happened to him. But he wasn't the kind of man to bullshit around with. Okay, on a more serious note, this guy that I'm gonna do this segment on, we were both at the Bill Clements unit. He lived on the same cell block with me on 7 building. The Texas Judiciary finally released Krista Ochoa and Richard Danziger, who was wrongly convicted of a murder and sentenced to life in prison in 1988. Richard Danziger was unable to care for himself since a severe beating from a fellow inmate in 1991 left him with brain damage. The Texas governor has vouched for the integrity of the judicial system over which he resides. However, repeated reports have shown that it is plagued with inadequate counsel for defendants, prosecutorial misconduct, and false conviction. The Ochoa and Danziger cases bring into shape relief the injustice of the Texas criminal justice system. The two would still be facing prison for the remainder of their lives were it not for the intervention of a group of law students in the Wisconsin's Innocent Project, a law program that specialized in the investigation of potentially false convictions. Ochoa and Denzinger were both given life sentences for the 1988 rape and murder of Nancy D. Priest, a 20-year-old mother and employee at a North Austin Pizza Hut. The priest was killed by Joseph Marino, whose confession to the crime in 1996 eventually led to their release. In 1998, however, Austin police decided to pin the crime on Ochoa and Denzinger and proceed to ensure that they were convicted. Now, Joseph Marino, even though he gave a confession that he committed the crime, it still took 5 years for them to acknowledge this. They had to write tons of letters and nothing was did about it. Austin police never reopened the case or the district attorney office in Travis County. The two friends worked at another Pizza Hut and a few days after the priest's murder decided to pay respects to the priest by drinking a toast at the scene of the crime, though Ochoa was uneasy about doing so. Denzinger spoke about the crime with a security officer stationed there who judged the behavior to be suspicious and called the police. After being in prison for a year, Denzinger had brain surgery after being repeatedly kicked in the head by another inmate wearing steel-toe boots who had mistaken Denzinger for someone else. That is bullshit. Somebody who was related to the victim through the prison network had this guy attacked. Before these guys attack someone, they'll know you the right person. Believe me, they just don't dry ass attack you. You'll be the right person. In a poem to his mother in 1996, Ochoa wrote, "I look for my future somewhere. It's so dark out there I can't see. Don't see it as hard as I stare." He was contemplating suicide. And I used to watch him. Sometime I would see him at on the cell block. Man, he always was a quiet guy. Sit at the table, play the little table games, or watch TV. He never hardly talked to anyone. A couple of his El Paso homeboys, he'll kick it with them. But he was a real quiet, reserved dude. If you want a person to suffer, give them life without parole. That's suffering. Never, ever will you see a parole officer. You're going to see guys going to the changes class, and after completion of the changes class, you get a parole date to go home. You're going to see guys going. You're going to see guys coming back. But you never going no more. And if you had a prison unit house way out in a rural area, you ain't going to even see the outside. All you're going to see is trees and corn and cornfields. If you had a prison close to a city, you at the wind unit, you go to rec yard, you can look right out the outside, look at the highway, see cars going down the freeway, all that. At Styles unit also, at Bill Clements and Amarillo. Go outside, you can see the free world. But if you serving a life without parole, it means exactly what it says. You never ever gonna leave that prison. And people always say they want the perpetrator of a crime to suffer. That's suffering. The death penalty is easy. When you have surgery, you do not feel anything. When those guys receive the lethal injection, they don't feel anything. They're shot with such a huge dosage of drugs, they don't feel no pain. They can have open heart surgery the surgeon can hold your heart in his hand and you will never know it. Likewise, they can kill you the same way. All they got to do is give you excessive amount of drugs. Now, Ochoa received a $9 million settlement. Denzinger received $5.3 million. Now, Ochoa, he gave Denzinger $500,000. They used his testimony. They made him sign a bogus confession because he was afraid. And you made him testify against Dazinger and put him at the crime, even though neither one of them didn't commit the crime. That show you fear is a hell of a thing. You know, would you answer this in the comment section? In order to accumulate $9 million, you must have a job, make it $24 per hour. That'll be $50,000 a year. That's after taxes. You got to gross that after tax. That got to be your net. And you would have to work 180 years just to earn $9 million. In Dazinger's case, the $5.3 million, you would have to work 106 years to earn $5.3 million. Would you spend time in prison, say for instance 15 years, in order to accumulate that amount of money? Now you can look around you, in most people's lifetime, they never gonna earn that. It's sad to say, in most people's lifetime, they're never gonna earn $50,000. Never gonna earn it. You can live to be 75 years old, you ain't never earned $50,000 a year on a job. You definitely ain't gonna accumulate $9 million in your lifetime, not working a regular 9 to 5 job. It's not gonna happen. Would you spend time in prison, later to be exonerated, to receive a large tax-free payout from the state as compensation for your incarceration? You can answer that in the comment section. Like and subscribe, and I thank you for watching. Keep your shanks ready, because we might have to move at a moment's notice. And my birthday is tomorrow. Hell, and I never thought I'd be above ground this long, but I'm still here. I'm still going forward. I ain't got no plans in the immediate future to go anywhere. I got to stay above ground as long as possible. Y'all have a good day.